Feminism is the theory of the political, economic, and social equality of the sexes and includes organized activity on behalf of women's rights and interests.
Sexism is the behavior, conditions, or attitudes that foster stereotypes of social roles based on sex. Domestic violence is a pattern of behaviors used by one partner to maintain power and control over another partner in an intimate relationship.
There are 3 waves of feminism. The first wave is suffrage. This started in the 19th and 20th century. This focused mainly on suffrage alongside other legal rights for women. This movement was motivated to gain women the right to vote and other legal liberties. The second wave of feminism is for equal pay. This focused mainly on sexuality, reproductive rights, and the wage gap. This movement worked to securing career options for women and many reproductive rights to abortions. The third wave of feminism is patriarchy, and this focused on eliminating the male-dominating society and also fixing rape culture. Men hold the most power in society socially, economically, culturally, and domestically. This is called patriarchy. Patriarchy is men dominating the workforce, unequal pay for women, and the gender stereotypes/roles. Men are perceived as tough and women are perceived as weak and emotional. Patriarchy is the reason for women being objectified and looked at as sexual objects, or are told that they must meet unrealistic standards of beauty to be valued. Because men have this power in society, they feel as though they can control women or treat them however they want. Violence against women happens daily all around the world.
What are your opinions on sexism and how have you experienced it, if you have, in society?
Wow, okay, so, to me, sexism is just something that's just super dated. Like, I feel it, and when I say that, I mean, like, it's something, it just reminds me of the past. Like, I feel like we're in 2018 now, like, people need to start realizing that, like, females can do the same thing as men, and, it's just, it can be super frustrating, like, an example of where I've experienced it a lot, especially like with politics. It can be very frustrating. Like, I had an experience freshman year where, like, not even like in politics, it was just like with SGA, and like we were working a table, and like we were trying to market to people like our fundraiser, and this guy literally goes to me like, oh no, girls are too emotional, like you're not able to, like, you have to put your heart and soul into this, but like you're making it too emotional, and like you have to market to people, you have to be like a businessman, you gotta be ruthless, you gotta be like cutthroat. And I was literally like, excuse me, and it really like bothered me. So like I experienced like little comments and like stuff like that, and it's like kind of annoying, but you just have to learn how to counter it and to like teach people not to say stupid stuff like that, because it's really insensitive and it's also just really stupid. So.
Okay, well, thank you for sharing your opinions and experiences.
So, a moment where I experienced sexism, I was in high school, and all 4 years of high school I played varsity softball, and there was this stereotype going around that if you were a female playing a manly sport like softball, then you were lesbian, and that was just... everyone came up to me and asked me if I was lesbian, which was not true, just because of the sport I wanted to play.
Okay. Back in 1965, my husband and I got married, and about 3-4 months later, we moved to Tilton, New Hampshire, where my husband was a teacher, and I got a job working in a bank. And I was there for about 2 months, 3 months, 2 months, I think it was. And I got pregnant, and it was starting to show a little bit that I was pregnant. And I had not missed a day of work. I was working all the time and never missed a day of work. And the boss of the bank called me in and told me that I was fired because I was pregnant, and to just take my things and just leave. And that was the end of my job right there.
Go ahead.
Ashley's interviewing me about how femininity, I believe, affected me when I was back in my 20s, perhaps, or young age. So the only story I can come up with are good things, that I dressed well, I had skills, and I was nice to people, and so I was able to get high-ranking jobs working for vice presidents and presidents of General Dynamics, Osborne Shipper, Penn Mutual Life Insurance. And then I went on to become a coach for the private school in our area, a preschool teacher. But my major is art. But I have never experienced, well, I can't say never.
Okay, as long as it doesn't.
I have only experienced one incident in which I was maybe put down because I was a woman and not capable. But otherwise, it's all been very positive. However, this weekend, down the bottom of the hill, can I tell that story? There was a tree, part of a tree fell on my studio on a steep hill. And the man who took the part of the tree off said, "I took part of a tree off your she shed." And I said, "A she shed? Oh, not for me. It's a studio." So that's my story.